BLOOOM, as you know, is made up of two components. The first one is the content generation. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually generate content from YouTube videos. Now this is my own blog and I'm using BLOOOM on this blog. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I'll just show you kind of me setting up a blog, if you like. So I'm going to click there. And you can see the BLOOOM icon here, so I'm going to click there. This is already set up, but it's very, very easy to set up BLOOOM. It's simply a case of putting in your YouTube API key, and obviously all the details of that are contained in the members area. But now what you can do is you can put a phrase in here. So you can see some trending videos down here, but these are not related to my blog. These will just pop up anyway. If you have like a news style blog and you want to use trending videos, then by all means use one of these. But mine is kind of related to internet marketing. It's my own blog, as you've just seen. So I'm going to put something relevant in here. So I could just put a phrase in here, or I could just put in the URL of a video. So let me just have a look at that. So I'm going to run a series of blog posts on how to produce an income from ClickBank without a website. So I found a video on YouTube, so this one here, and then all I need to do is click submit, like so. Just wait for it to load. Now you can see that it's pulled all of the content from the YouTube video. Now let me explain exactly what it does. So I know there's an awful lot of plugins out there that they kind of pull content from YouTube descriptions. So the stuff that you see underneath the video, well, you know, there's a ton of plugins and products which do that, and it's not really great. And I'll tell you why. Because all of that content, all of those descriptions are actually indexed by Google. So that means if you're using that content, then you're not going to get any kind of SEO increase. In fact, you may actually find yourself penalized for using a lot of duplicate content. Whereas what BLOOOM does is it takes the content from within the video. So this guy here, for example, he's speaking, so all of his words are transcribed here. So BLOOOM actually uses the spoken word from within the video, and it does that through closed captions and subtitles, which are not indexed by Google. So that means you can take all of this. Let me just show you this now. So if I select all of that, I know it's a bit of a mess at the moment, but if I just select all of that and copy, and then if I go over to Copyscape, let me just log in again. Okay, so this is Copyscape Premium, and I'm just going to paste all of that text in there, like you see there, and click like so. So you can see that there are 1,921 words and there are 0 results. So you have unique content. Like I said, the closed captions, the subtitles that you pull from within the video are not indexed by Google. So you can build out an authority blog based on other people's videos, and it's completely unique. Now let's go back to the blog. Let's have a look. Now, obviously, if you were just putting up a blog just to kind of rank and just to put your AdSense ads in there, then you know you could pretty much use it like this. Just separate it up a bit. I mean, it's not in paragraphs at the moment, so you will have to do that. But you can see how simple it is. What you can do is you can just paste that into a document and just mess about with it, edit it in this editor here. Let me just cover the other aspects first. So it pulls the title, so you can change that if you want to, and it pulls the tags, so all of the tags from the YouTube video. It pulls the thumbnail. So I'm not going to use this guy's thumbnail, obviously, so I'm just going to click there. Now what you can do here is you can upload your own files. If you don't have an image in mind and you just want to do this quickly and do this free, really, what you can do is if you click on search image, and this is all included in BLOOOM, then you can search through free image galleries such as Pixabay, I think it is, but let's just say online and see what we find. Okay, so you can see that there are a number of images that we could use, and we can use these free because they're on Pixabay. Yes, it is Pixabay. So, you know, it kind of depends on what you put up here, but you can find a ton of images over on Pixabay just by putting the phrase in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my own image. Like I say, this is my own blog, so I kind of keep everything uniform. So I'm just going to click there and upload a file. Okay, so I'm going to use this one here, and alternative text. I'm going to paste in the main keyword or phrase that I want to use. I'm also going to put that in the description. All of this is just great for SEO, really. So insert that into post, so you can see that I have my thumbnail there. So this is the featured image. Okay, so that's going to show at the top of my blog post. Sorry. Now you can also spin the content. Again, this is entirely up to you, but because this is an authority blog and my own blog that I'm building here, then I like to kind of edit it myself. But you know, it really is as simple as putting in the URL of the video, or just putting in a phrase and choosing a video to use, and then it pulls all of the details into here. So I'm going to leave that for a second. I'll just show you the details over here. So obviously all of the categories that you have set up in your blog will show here. So let me say, I'm just going to, I'll click there and I'll click on online income hacks. Again, this is really dependent on what categories you actually have set up. So I can include video attribution. What this means is you can attribute this article or this post to the video that you took the content from. What I'm going to do is change it up quite a bit, so I'm not going to do that. I can include the video, so the video that I've taken this content from, I can include that video in the post just by clicking there, but I'm not going to do it on this post. I can include a thumbnail in this post if I wanted to, and publish post immediately. Now this is important. So let's say that you're doing pretty much what I'm doing here, and you pull in some content, but you want to edit it and you want to keep checking to see what it looks like, but you don't want everybody to see your post until it's actually ready. So if you uncheck that and then down here click create post, it'll save it into draft. So let me do that for a second, and then you can see what that looks like. So now you can see the post up here, and you can see it's in pending, so it's in draft folder and it's not shown to anybody else. So if I just if I click on there, you can see what it looks like. So obviously it's a complete mess at the moment because it's just a whole bunch of text. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to edit this and turn it into something that kind of fits my blog, looks good, people are going to enjoy reading it, and you know, it's going to get me traffic. So let's go back and do that now. So click on edit. So what you could do is you could go through this, you could just section it all up. So, you know, the problem here is it doesn't come with full stops. You're going to have to read through it, and it's going to take you a couple of minutes depending on how long the post is. I've actually chosen quite a long one here, but you could choose a smaller one. But I'm going to do that a second. Just pause this for a second while I spend 5 minutes going through this and put something that I want to use on my blog together. Okay, so that took me, well, probably a little bit longer than I would have liked. It's taken me about 5 minutes to put this together, but you know, even so, 5 minutes, it's not long when you're putting together a great post. Yeah, that's just me because I'm a bit methodical about this, but you can see You could do it very, very quickly. I mean, it can be done in seconds if you want to use it as is and just section it up into paragraphs. But obviously this is my own blog, so I want it to look neat and I want it to look good. So what I've done is I've chopped it in half really, because the video, what was discussed in the video kind of related to two clickback methods. So I've just put the first one here and then I'll use the second one in an additional post. So you can see that I have all the details here, I've sectioned it all up. I've put in some bold and some headlines, and that's pretty much it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to publish that one. Let's put that as hot, and let's see what that looks like. Okay, so you can see the image up here and then the post down here. There's something else I could put in here is links. So if I wanted to put links, I could do it manually, or if I go back to Bloom and the setup screen, actually I'm not sure I can get to it now, but when you first set up Bloom, you can add global settings. So if there's a word that's used throughout your blog, say it's a niche blog for example, you could just link a word to a hyperlink. So you can put a link in, link to a word, so any word that pops up, then it's going to have that hyperlink, so you don't have to worry about that. But personally I like to do it kind of manually. But while we're here, let me just show you that now. So if you just click on Bloom and click on settings, you can see that I've got my API key in there. I can also add using, so if you have using and you want to integrate using into Bloom, you can do that here. Drop mark as well, you can do the same. Buffer, this will syndicate all of your content. Now I will say that buffer integration and the syndication module is not included in the front end of Bloom, just in case you were wondering. So you would need to buy the first upsell if you wanted to use that. But here is the special words. So as I said, if you had a number of words that you wanted to trigger a hyperlink, so you can put in hyperlinks, text links throughout your posts, you just put the word in there and the link in there and click add. And this is a global setting, so every time that word is used on your blog, then that hyperlink will pop up. And there you have it. So very, very easy to produce content. Like I say, what I've shown you here is just the content generation aspect of Bloom. Bloom is two elements. It's a content generation, which I've just shown you here, and it's a monetization. And obviously we'll cover that in an additional video. But even if you wanted to use Bloom simply for building out an authority blog and you already had a way of monetizing it and you just wanted a means of, you know, collecting, curating and building great content in record time, then Bloom is kind of a unique way of doing it, because as I've kind of shown, this is unique content because it's taken from within the video. I'll just take that again and just show you that. So let's paste that in there again. This is the content that I've actually worked on. So you can see again, no results. So I have complete unique content there, which will get me traffic, and depending on how I monetize it, it will make me money. Thanks for watching.